What's up, folks? It's Odin Yvonne here. Check this out. I think you'll find it very enlightening.
The only path to national unity is through our shared identity as Americans. That is why it is so urgent that we finally restore patriotic education to our schools.
Now, that little sound bite, if you will, is very important. Oh, by the way, yes, USA 1. Because you know, folks, I mean, I'll be the first to admit we've got our history's bloody and stuff like that, like any other nations. Okay? History is not all nice and pretty. It's not. And quite frankly, it's like the saying goes, expression rather, excuse me, is those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Well, if you're constantly having to rewrite history to an agenda, and Kenneth Stamp, from what I've understood, no longer with us, of course, he's deceased now, from what I've understood. He said they rewrote the history of the Civil War to help the Civil Rights Movement. That he said that, not me. I'm quoting him. But if you're rewriting history to suit an agenda, you don't help really nobody else in the long term. You might make people's feelings feel good, but that don't last too dang long, does it? And so, ladies and gentlemen, there's enough hate spewing from academia as is. I don't even have to tell y'all the colleges, universities, so forth and so on. Hate America, hate America. Well, look, my nation has its faults. I don't like the deep state. I'm not a fan of the military-industrial complex or the Federal Reserve. I'm not. You should not be either. Let's think about this for a second, especially the Federal Reserve. Thomas Jefferson considered banks more dangerous than large standing armies to liberty. That ought to tell you who has the power here. Because after all they got to do is turn on the printing presses and we're at war. And that's not right, and you know it. That doesn't mean you're not a patriot of your country. It means you don't care for what's going on in government institutions, even though, from what I've understood, and if you read the book The Creature from Jekyll Island, the Federal Reserve is not a government agency. It's about as government as not as federal as Federal Express. I'll have to do some more research on that, because what I've understood is federalreserve.org now, .gov right now, excuse me. So maybe Trump took it back. I hope he has. And rein these monsters in who always going to do stuff that doesn't benefit us or the rest of the world, for that matter. Well, anyway, sorry to go on a tangent right there. But ladies and gentlemen, I love my nation. And Trump, despite all his faults, there are many, man's human, right? He was right. For a nation to survive, besides having the natural family, the nuclear family, intact, they have to accept their history and love their nation, despite all its flaws. I love my nation, I do. Despite all its flaws. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for tonight. This is Denny Vaughn. Good night.